Hello everyone, welcome to Learning with Sonwa Lewis. This is episode 5 of our Xhosa learning series that uses In Search of Happiness, a novel set in South Africa, to teach isiXhosa. So welcome, good to have you here. And maybe we start with greetings today, maybe just one greeting. When you say molo in isiXhosa, you are saying hello to one person, you are greeting one person. Molo, hello. Molo, hello. And when you say molweni, this is now to a group of people. It's plural for molweni. Molo is molweni, a group of people. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Molweni, namkelekile ku Learning with Sonwa. Molweni, welcome to Learning with Sonwa. That is what I just said. Today, our focus is, of course, we're still with the blurb and we are translating parts of it. Let's get into it where I read the full blurb so that you have the full context, and then we take the piece that we're going to translate together today. So the blurb reads as follows. Nana is 15 when she travels from her village in the Eastern Cape to the city. She is overjoyed to be reunited with her family, even if they're living in a tiny shack. But she struggles to fit in at her new school, and she is shocked at the violence shown at Chino and Agnes, her Zimbabwean neighbors. When she and Agnes become close friends, and find love in unexpected places, Nana learns firsthand just how brutal ignorance can be and how hard it is to hold on to happiness. So that's the blurb of the book, In Search of Happiness, set in South Africa, that we're using to learn isiXhosa. So today we're going to zone in on she is overjoyed to be reunited with her family. She is overjoyed to be reunited with her family. How would you translate that in isiXhosa? How would you say that in isiXhosa? In isiXhosa, you would say, uyavuya kakhulu xa ephinda edibana nosapho lwakhe. Uyavuya kakhulu xa ephinda edibana nosapho lwakhe. She is overjoyed to be reunited with her family. Uyavuya kakhulu, remember the X? Xa ephinda edibana nosapho lwakhe. So that's the translation of that sentence. So uyavuya, she is happy, she's overjoyed, she's excited. Uyavuya kakhulu, so kakhulu like a lot, like to be more than happy, to be really excited, overjoyed, as the English version says, to be overjoyed. Uyavuya alone is just happy. Uyavuya kakhulu, like happy a lot. So she's now overjoyed. It's a bit more than being just happy. Xa, and that's when. Xa, to be reunited. To be reunited. Xa ephinda edibana. Okay, to be reunited. Xa, to be reunited with usapho lakhe, with her family. Edibana is to be reunited. Ukudibana is also to meet, to bring things together. Or ukudibana, ndiza kuya e-mall, ndiza kudibana nomhlobo wam. I am going to the mall. I am going to meet with my friend. Ukudibana. And if I go back a little bit, xa ephinda, to be reunited. Xa ephinda to be united, bring together. Ephinda, xa ephinda edibana, to be reunited. Ephinda is to do something again. Ephinda ethetha, speaking again. Ephinda ephunga, having another cup of coffee, a cup of tea, drinking tea. Ephinda is to do something again, and it's used also in this context of reuniting people. Edibana, as we've said, it's to meet, and usapho is family. Usapho is family, and the loake at the end of that Xhosa translation means her, like her family, her usapho lwakhe. So that's the translation. She is overjoyed to be reunited with her family. Uyavuya kakhulu xa ephinda edibana nosapho lwakhe. So that would be the Xhosa version of that extract from the blurb of In Search of Happiness. My suggestion now is to zone in on usapho and think about members of the family, or translate members of the family. Starting with mother. Mother in isiXhosa is umama. Mama, mother. Mama, mother. And to give you an example of a sentence in isiXhosa that has the word mama in it, mom. Umama uyasebenza. Mom is working. Mother is working. Umama uyasebenza. Mom is working. So that's a family member, mother. Another family member, tata, is for father. Tata, tata for father. Utata upheka kakuhle. Dad or father cooks well. Could be an example of a sentence that has the word utata in it. Utata upheka, ukupeka is to cook. Kakuhle, well, to do something well. Upheka kakuhle. Dad cooks well. The next one is abantwana, children. Abantwana is children. So aba is plural. Abantwana is children, plural. Umntana is for one child. Umntana, one child. Abantwana, children is plural for child. You could say abantwana bayadlala phandle. The children are playing outside. The children are playing outside the house. Abantwana bayadlala phandle. The children are playing outside. Could be a sentence that has an example of a sentence in isiXhosa that has abantwana in it. The next family member is umakhulu. Umakhulu, grandmother. Umakhulu is the word for grandmother. Grandmother. Umakhulu ufunda iphepha. Grandmother is, okay, we can say ufunda iphepha is reading the newspaper. Grandmother is reading the newspaper. Or grandmother upheka is soup. My grandmother is cooking soup. Upheka is to cook. Funda is to read. Umakhulu upheka isupu. Grandmother is cooking soup. Umakhulu ufunda iphepha. Grandmother is reading the paper. Another word is utatomkhulu. That's for grandfather. Utatomkhulu is for grandfather in isiXhosa. And you can build sentences around utatomkhulu as well. Utatomkhulu is the grandfather. Now here's an interesting one. Aunt, like your dad's, your father's sister, and your mother's sister. In isiXhosa, we have two different words for these. You'll correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's just aunt in English for both mother's sister and father's sister. In isiXhosa, umakazi. Umakazi is aunt, but my mother's sister, umakazi. Udabawo is aunt, but my father's sister. So that's the difference. We've got two words for, because I think in English it's only one word. You'll correct me if I'm wrong. We are on this journey of learning together. Aunt is umakazi, my mother's sister, and udabawo is aunt, but my father's sister. Umalume is my mother's brother. Umalume is my mother's brother, and my father's brother would be called in relation to the age to your father. For instance, utatomncinci is the younger brother of your dad. Now this is interesting because utatomkhulu is also grandfather. Utatomkhulu is now the older brother also of your father. Utatomkhulu. Let me just double check on this, or Xhosa speaking people in the channel viewing this. Is there another word for the older brother of my father? Or can we still use the utatomkhulu? Because from my understanding, it's utatomkhulu, which is then also can be confusing because it's utatomkhulu for my grandfather, tamkhulu, and utata omkhulu for the older brother of my father. So watch the next episodes. I'll definitely find this for you. Just to make 100% sure that I'm correct there when I say utatomkhulu is also the older brother of your father. Now, please practice these. Use the WhatsApp number that's displayed in the description below. And also, if I give that WhatsApp number to you, it's +27 79 833 2310. Use that WhatsApp number to connect with me, send voice notes, let's engage, and you practicing these words that you've learned today. The book that we are translating, that we're learning from, that we're using as a learning tool, In Search of Happiness, is available for sale. Also, you can get the information on that WhatsApp number when you connect with me. Here in Learning with Sono, we're very happy to bring you these episodes. And at the moment, we don't have sponsors. So we'd be really pleased if you can buy me a coffee. If you can buy me a coffee for this episode, information on how you can do that is also available. We can give you information as to how you can do that using the WhatsApp line as well. This has been Learning with Sono, Lewis, episode 5. See you next time. And please remember to practice. Bye-bye.